everyone, and welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I thank you guys for your love, for your support. If you are new to the channel, you're highly and very welcome. If you have not subscribed, please, I would appreciate if you hit on the subscribe button and then hit on the bell on the side to get an update whenever I upload a new video. Okay guys, so in today's video, I'm actually going to be showing you how to cut and sew a corset from your bustier pattern, a very covered corset from a bustier pattern. So this is a very simple method of making a corset. So that's what we are going to be looking at today. That's what we are going to learn how to do today. It is a beginners friendly tutorial. So guys, so if you find this video helpful, please, I would appreciate if you hit on the like button and then just like the video to make me know you appreciate what I did in this video. Okay, I'm going to try as much as I can to make it very detailed so that our beginners can catch up. You can follow me on all of my social media platforms: Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, all at Stylish Naija. And then guys, if you want to register for our online classes, you can just see my number scrolling through the screen. Send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll give you the details of the classes we have presently available. Okay, so now let's get started. So the measurement that I'm going to be making use of for this tutorial, the bust is 42 inches and then the under bust is 36 and then the waist is 34. So these are just like the three basic measurements that we're going to make use of. It is a very simple pattern. The first thing we're going to do, we'll draft our basic body, we'll just draft our bustier pattern. Yeah, so you can actually use any bustier pattern of your choice to do this. So now let's get started. Okay guys, so these are our basic lines on my pattern paper. So you can actually use any bustier of your choice to do this. So I'm going to show you how to draft this line. It's a very simple and easy way. So this is our shoulder line, this is our bust point, this is under bust, and then this is the half cut of our corset. So I'm using 5 inches to 5.5 inches to drop my corset since it is an off shoulder. So I have my bust point, which is 11, and then my under bust, which is 11.5, and then I have my half cut, which is 20 and half. So the next thing we're going to do now is we put out our bust span measurement. So for the bust span, I'm going to use 5 inches. It's 4.5 is 9, so I added half inch to it just to make it 5 inches. So I'll just mark it across all of my lines like this, and then I'll connect it with my straight ruler like this. I hope you can see my lines. I'm using a pencil, a biro. So the next thing we're going to do now, we'll take out our dart. So for the dart, I'll come to this under bust part. I'll take out just 1 inch, and then on this other part also I'll take out 1 inch, and then I'll come to this top point. I'll take out 1.5 inches on this top part, and then on this other side I'll take out 1 inch. So this is 1.5, this is 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. So this measurement, you can use it for anybody. For somebody that is very busty, you can add these ones to be 1.5 inches. So I'll mark this 1 inch to this point, and then this other 1 inch also I'll connect it to my bust point also, and then on this side I'll connect it to this side, and then I'll just take it down like this. And then on this side I'll connect this one to this point, and then from here I'll connect it to the down part like this. So you can see, so I'm going to curve it now so it's not straight. So I'm trying to define it so it's not straight, and then I'll connect it straight like this, and then this one also. So you can see how easy it is. So the next thing we're going to do now, we'll take out our full body measurement. So I'll come to this point, I'll take out my bust measurement. So the bust I'm making use of is 42. So I'll mark it like this. And then remember this 3 inches, this one 1.5 here, 1 inches, that's 2.5. So I'll add that back into my pattern, and then I'll just add about 1 inch or 2 inches allowance on this side, And then from this part, I'll mark out my armhole. So for the armhole, I will use 8 inches. So I'll just mark it like this. That 8 inches, just mark it, just a slight mark here. And then I'll come back here. What I have here, I'm just going to repeat it on my bust point here also, because that's the bust measurement, since it is an off shoulder. So that's what I measured on my shoulder line. So I'll mark it here like this. So the next thing I'm going to do now, mark my under bust measurement. So for my under bust, I'm using 36 inches. So this is 36. 9 divide 36 into 4, you have 9 inches. I'll take out my 2 inches on this point, I'll add it back. And then I would add back my allowance of about 3 inches. Why I'm adding so much allowance, so that I can use it as my boning case. That's why I'm adding so much allowance. If not, you can just add 1.5 inches allowance. And then I'll come to the waist, which is 34. I'll mark it like this, and then I'll repeat my 2 inches. I'll bring it back into my pattern, and then I'll add my allowance. So I'll mark it here like this. So you can see this is our basic bustier pattern. So the next thing, I'm going to create out a corset from this. It is a very simple and easy process. So I'm going to cut this and then stitch it first before cutting it out. So that's how simple it is. So I'm not going to do anything on the pattern. So I'll cut this out, transfer to my fabric, sew it, join all of my dart lines, and I'll bring it back and show you how to cut the corset area out. Okay guys, so you can see I have finished stitching my bustier together. So now I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I've not ironed any interfacing, that's the strong interfacing on it. I did not iron this. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to fold this like this, and then I'm going to show you how to cut it out right now. It is a very simple process. So this you can actually decide to do on your pattern. You understand? You can do it on your pattern before stitching. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come here now from this center part of my corset. So I'll mark just 1 inch here on this point, and then I'll mark my under bust point. So this is my under bust point. So I'll use this under bust point as guide, and then from this part, that 1 inch that I measured, you can use half of an inch also. So I'm just going to create a curve like this to get to my under bust area. So I've created the curve to my under bust area. So from this part towards the armhole area, so I will check what I have here. So I have 3.5 inches, because my bust is fuller on this armhole area. So since I have 3.5 here on this side, I'm going to use 4 inches. It is a very simple method, seriously. So I'll just mark it like this to my under bust area. So this, in order for me to do it very well, I'm going to do it one at a time. So this is the first one. I've done this, so I'm going to cut this out now, and then I'm going to do the second one. So the second one, the same thing, I'll just fold it like this, just the same way I did what I did now. I'll take 1 inch inside from this center front like this, and then I'll mark my under bust point on this side like this, and then that 1 inch I'll just create a curve like this to this my under bust. And then on this side, what I have here, this 3.5, I'll make this side 4 inches, and then I'll just curve it into my arm to meet my under bust point like this. So this is how simple and easy it is. So I'll cut this out and then stitch it back. So because because it is excess, I can decide to cut it out and then stitch it back. But if you know that you can cut it out and then place your pattern on another fabric, I'll show you how to actually do that right now. So I'm going to cut this out now. So cut on top, don't cut on the under, just cut it on top. and then I'll cut this one also. So the next thing I'm going to do now, this I'm going to place this on another fabric and then cut out. I'll add allowance to it when I'm cutting this out. So I'll just fold them like this, knowing that this one is for this and then this one is for this. So I'll show you how to do that right now. Okay guys, so you can see, so I finished cutting it. So what I'll do now, I cut my wording now, so that's what I will iron to it. So I'll take it back to my machine now, iron my wording. You can see me placing them because I don't want to mix them up. This one is for the right bust and then this is the left box. So I'll iron my wording and then I'll join it back like this to this point and then iron this one also and join it back, and then I'll show you how to fix it on it. Okay, so now you can see that I finished fixing one of the cups. So you can see how it is standing perfectly well, and then it is well covered. So you can see the inside. So I've not even added my bra cups yet, and yet my corset is looking perfect. So the next thing now, this is the second one, the one for this right hand side. So like I said, when doing this, make sure you have to be very careful so you don't mix them up. So you can label them. So we'll go back to the machine now and then I'll just show you how to fix this and then how to place the bra cups inside of it. I'll show you how to do it right now. So for this down part, I enclosed this. So like I said, that point, I just stitched it down. I'm going to pass my boning on this side. So the next thing now, I'll just take this point and then connect it to this point here, and then we are going to go ahead and stitch. So like I said, this is like the easiest way of making a corset, and then this corset you can use it for any size, as any bust size, no matter how big the person's bust measurement is. This is just like the best pattern to use, and it is easy and you'll be able to achieve it. So just stitch around like this. And then for the other side, I'll just go ahead, I will stitch it around the same way. So I hope you can see. So after stitching, I'll take it back to my ironing table and give it a good ironing, and then I'll bring it back and show you how we are going to put the cups. So even without cups, you can see our corset is even standing already without even adding bra cups to it. Okay, so the next thing now, I'll show you how to attach the bra cups. So I'm using making use of my hemming gum. So that's just like the simple and easiest way. So I'm just going to add all of my hemming gum. I'm going to add a lot of my hemming gum on the inside like this. I just add as much as I can. So this is okay. Just to help me secure it down. And then I'll take my cup. I'll place it like this here. And then so that's why I said this pattern of corset, no matter how big the bust is, it can accommodate any bust size. So I'll take this back to my ironing table now, and then I'm going to iron it down. So in ironing it down, I'm not going to iron it from here. I'll turn the back and then make sure that I iron this part, making it very smooth. So I'll go ahead, I'll iron it down from the inside that way, and then I'll turn it with my lining. So the same way I'm going to turn it, I'll just unstitch my lining and then I'll place them right side facing right side, and then I'll turn it. So I'll do that and then bring it back and show you how it looks like. So you can now see I have finished turning my corset. So I just left this part so that you can see the inside. So I just left just this part that I'll just hold this part down and then I'll secure it. So you can see how the cups, they really came out really fine. So this is the back. So the essence of this tutorial is to show you how to actually cut and sew a corset from your regular bustier. So this back pattern, that's why I did not show it. It's just your regular back, just once after drafting your bustier at the back. So this is the front. So the only thing that is remaining now is just for me to place them together, and then I'll join them on the side. So I'm going to stop the tutorial here right now. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in my next video. If you have any questions, please just drop your questions on the comment sections. Thank you.